My name's Bridget. I'm the vicar of the Good Shepherd and St Peter's, two churches close to Trinity Secondary School. And I normally come in and lead worship once a half term, so I am delighted to lead worship from my garden. Yesterday was Pentecost Sunday. That's the day in the church calendar when we remember God sending his Holy Spirit to be with the first Christians. When Jesus left the world and returned to be with his Father, he sent his Spirit to his followers so that they would never be alone, so that God would always be with them in their hearts. But what difference does it make to have the Holy Spirit in your life? What does it feel like? Well, I'm going to show you 5 objects that tell us something about who the Holy Spirit is and what he does today in our lives. So first of all, my first object, a duvet. Last week was half term and I suspect many people spent the week in bed, enjoying lazing around, not having to get dressed and snuggling up under a comfy duvet. For many people, our beds are a safe place of retreat. When we feel a bit low or flat, we snuggle up because we feel safe and comforted and cosy. In the Bible, Jesus describes the Holy Spirit as being a comforter. What he's saying is that the Spirit helps us to feel safe and comfortable and reassured, like a big hug from God. So that's the first difference that the Holy Spirit makes in our lives. He is the comforter. When we feel anxious or worried, he wraps us up in love. To my second object then. My second object is a battery. We spend a lot of time in our house looking for batteries for the TV remote and for the Xbox control. If you don't have batteries, then those things don't work. They need power to make them go. Sometimes in life we can find that we are worn out and we feel like our batteries are flat. Maybe before half term you were feeling tired out and you needed a rest. Well, the Holy Spirit gives us power. He's like putting a set of batteries into us and he fills us with life and energy to be the people that we are and to do the things that we need to do. So if you're a bit worn out at any point, ask God to give you his power. My next object, a pair of glasses. We put on glasses to help us see, and when we can see, it makes a big difference. So the Holy Spirit helps us to see God, to understand who God is. The Holy Spirit helps us to see God in the world around us. The Holy Spirit helps us to see God in the lives of other people. I became a Christian when I was 12 years old, and my family are not at all religious, but I felt that in my experience it was as if God opened my eyes and I could see for myself who God is, and I could choose what I wanted to believe. So the Holy Spirit helps us to see more of God. Now for my fourth object, a paintbrush. I love painting and decorating, and I know many people have spent lockdown doing home improvements, decorating different parts of their home. Well, when God made us, he said that we were good, but the Holy Spirit makes us even better. The Holy Spirit works on our imperfections and improves us so that when people look at us, they see something of God. And the Holy Spirit helps us to fulfill our potential as humans. So that's the fourth little symbol of the Spirit. And so my final object is this, a glass of water. Over the last few weeks we've had fantastic weather. It's been beautifully sunny and hot, perfect for half term. But sometimes when you get really hot you can be incredibly parched, and the thing that you desperately need is a lovely glass of water, or maybe even a cold shower to cool you down. It's cold, it's cold. So the Holy Spirit is like water to refresh you on a hot day. Don't get my phone wet. Oh, thank you. To cool you down and to revive you. And also I would say the Holy Spirit brings joy, like having a water fight in the garden. So Please do remember my assembly from today about who the Holy Spirit is and what the Holy Spirit does. The Holy Spirit's like the duvet who wraps around us to comfort us. The Holy Spirit is the battery who gives us power. The Holy Spirit is the glasses who helps us to see God. The Holy Spirit is the paintbrush that helps us to make things beautiful and look even better. And last of all, the Holy Spirit is like the glass of water to cool us down on a cold day. What do you need at the moment? What do you really need from God? Why don't you ask the Holy Spirit, and maybe he will give to you the things that you need. Thanks for listening.